And Alicia.
And we're going to talk about our KCON 2016 LA experience for you guys. We're going to draw out of a hat and we're going to take turns talking about things.
Lines. We've kind of covered some of this, but still. Okay. We waited 6.5 hours to check in on Thursday, but we're really glad that we did it on Thursday because then Friday we didn't have to worry about it. We could go and enjoy the convention, which, like we said earlier, the convention is worth going on Friday the most because the lines are shorter.
Yeah.
And apparently Thursday they sent home 1,000 people because they only have check-in for so long. So they sent home people to come check in the next day. So if you're going to check in, you need to get there early. Like, really early.
We showed up like a half an hour early. And we still waited for 6 hours.
Well, then we were told you can use I'm a little bitter about this still because we were really far up in the line. And we were told we could use our AXS app to show our tickets. But apparently you cannot. So don't listen to them. So we had to go to the Staples Center, leave our spot in line, get tickets, and then come back into the line. And so we were further behind. But we ended up making some really great friends because they were in line in front of us. So, I mean, it all worked out, but we would have been a lot quicker through that if we didn't have to leave. And then lines at the convention itself were pretty long. The water line where you get to throw something at a spinning wheel.
Yeah.
We never even got to do that because the lines were so long. And when we finally were just like, screw it, we haven't done it yet, they stopped doing it while we were in line. So they just gave everybody free water bottles.
I got like 3 bottles of water.
Yeah. But otherwise, the rest of the lines on Friday weren't that bad. It was totally worth it. We went through lines several times because they let you go in and do the dice again, do the spinny thing again. Mm-hmm. You can just keep going and doing things.
Some of the lines are definitely worth waiting in, though.
Yeah.
Just saying, they are definitely worth waiting in. You'll find out later why.
That's about.
Yeah.
That's lines.
Some people dubbed it LineCon. On like Facebook and stuff.
There are a lot of lines. A lot of things you do there require you wait in lines. But I felt like it was all fun and still worth it.
They went pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, it's like going to an amusement park. You're obviously going to wait in line to get this to the thing, so it was fun for us.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Concerts. So, should we tell them now? Okay. So you guys know we bought tickets to Sunday concert because, you know, BTS, Monsta X, Astro, Take T So, twice, and we got Eric. Woo. Talking about waiting in lines. So we waited in a line and we ended up winning tickets to Saturday's concert. So we got to go to both concerts.
Yes.
We got to see Shiny and we got to see Amber. And
Block B was great.
Block B was fantastic.
Turbo came out.
Turbo? Yeah.
Astro came out.
Astro came out first day. Like,
it's pretty great. I mean, we were P5, but still the experience. We weren't even going to watch it at all.
Yeah. We weren't even going to be there. And so the concerts were fantastic. I mean, even the groups that I was am still kind of mad about, I mean, I was entertained. I'm just now, my voice is just now getting back to normal and it's been a week.
You should have heard us the day after.
It's terrible. Monday my voice was non-existent. But like the concerts, even like the pre-show people they had like before the concert started were great. Like they had a taekwondo team one night. Mm-hmm. They had violinist June Kuryan. Mm-hmm. Like the concerts were fantastic, phenomenal. I was not let down one bit at all. Mm-hmm. Like Shiny though, BTS. I mean everybody did fantastic.
So we will clarify more on our seating later.
Yeah, but the P5 seats that we won, we had a clear view of everything. We could see
the big screens were like a lot bigger than I was expecting, and they were like in HD. Yeah. So even though we were so far up,
and
we were still fine to watch.
We were jamming hardcore.
So shout out to the security officer that was on that night because she kept like, we were screaming so hardcore and we were right next to the hall so that she was standing and she kept like kind of peeking over and giving us these big smiles because we were freaking out so much.
We were super fangirling really.
Yeah, it was pretty great. She was adorable and she caught confetti. So So she's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Hotel. So we had a pleasurable experience. So when we got there, we had rented a hotel room, and we rented it. I'm not gonna mention.
We're not gonna say any names
or anything, but we rented it through a certain website that shows you hotels.
Yeah, and so you put in your specs. Like, we have 3 people we want for these days.
And apparently, even though we clicked 3 people, it gave us a hotel that was only for 2 people, and they have a very strict 2-person thing. So when we got there, we were basically told we could not stay there, and that they were kicking us out at like 8 o'clock at night.
10. It was like.
It was 10 our time, but it was 8 o'clock at night, and we had to wait for the manager till 10 o'clock at night. And so we were like freaking out because we're 3 girls from the Midwest, like, with nowhere to go, and we kept looking, and literally at least 4 places we called that had an opening, we would call and they would say just sold that, because people were buying stuff left and right.
It was terrifying.
Because of KCON, everyone needs someplace to stay. And we had smartly thought of this before. We got this hotel so long ago.
We booked this in March.
Yeah. And then the manager was like, okay, so we have a strict, you have to cancel within so many days, so we are not giving you your money back. So we were out our money too, freaking out, didn't know what to do. But then after talking to him some more, he's very nice.
Yeah,
he said, I will give you back all the cash you gave us, but take down a credit card, and any night that has sold, because we were leaving it, obviously, he will give us our money back for that. And he stayed true to his word. He sold 4 out of 5 nights, so we were only out that first night. And we were able to find a place to stay that night. And while we were driving to the place we were going to stay that night, we were on Hope Street.
Hope Street.
So I was like, you guys, it's a sign. Everything's going to be all right. Everything happens for a reason. You have to go through like bad times to have good times. I was trying to keep everybody in good spirits. And then her husband called and was able to find us a place for the next 4 nights. I mean, it was 30 minutes out, but that's not bad, especially because the bus took us straight to the Staples Center. So everything did work out, and everything was okay. Hope Street led us to the right place.
I'm your hope.
I'm your angel. So that was a pretty crazy experience, but everything worked out. And we're very thankful.